What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 57 of Psychotic and Iconic. Paul's here, along with my co-hosts Nick Theories, Mikey P, and Philly Phil. We want to thank everybody that's tuned in to the live stream tonight. If you're tuned in, please share it for us. We really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that likes, follows, and subscribes to all of our platforms. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and do so. We would also appreciate it. With that, Mikey P, take it away, because James Harden is a fucking Sixer.
Let's go.
Major.
Guys, huge show tonight. Pause. Okay. So I'm gonna get right into our stuff, all right? And then we're gonna move along, all right? This episode of Psychotic and Iconic Sports Podcast is brought to you by Prize Picks, your home for daily fantasy sports. New users who sign up for Prize Picks today using the promo code ICONIC will receive 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Promo code ICONIC. Prize Picks, daily fantasy made easy. Also, check us out live right now on the Props Network, propshq.com. Subscribe to us there. Stay in tune with everything going on with P&I, okay? Tonight's show, everybody knows this. We've been previewing this for a while. Super Bowl preview tonight, all right? Bengals, Rams. We're going to have analysis. We're going to have our picks. We're going to have the most comprehensive betting guide that you will find. We're going to have so many prop bets that you can't even count.
No cap.
And on top of that, we have DFS. So that's all here tonight at P&I. But first,
That's he.
I'm ready to ball.
that was fucking clean, Phil. That was clean. I love it.
You finally showered.
Major news. Major. Guys, I have to say this. Oh, man, just look at my hat, okay? Major news today. Earth-shattering news. The craziest sports news maybe of the year. All right? NBA trade deadline was wild. Your Philadelphia 76ers have traded Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks to the Brooklyn Nets for Paul Millsap and James Harden! They fucking did it! Let's go, baby!
Oh, the James
They
too?
did it! They did it! The Sixers did the fucking deal! Daryl Morey did the deal!
Did the fucking...
It fucking happened!
I still can't believe it. I'm
It
so happy.
fucking happened!
I'm so happy. March
Today! It happened! It really happened!
11th, March 11th, everybody's going to get free Frosties because Ben Simmons blows and he's going to miss his free throws.
Yeah.
And they're going to be out of
They
business.
finally did it. They finally got rid of this dude. It's about damn time. For real. It's about time. I'm tired of even talking about this dude, bro.
Talk to me. Come on.
Fuck this dude. I'm so happy Ho Simmons is out of here, bro.
Ho Simmons.
He's a hoe. Straight up. He's a fucking hoe, and I'm so happy he's out of here, man. Like,
Yo.
bro, they got Harden for literally like nothing. I do love Curry though.
Yeah, I'm going to miss him. That's tough.
Facts.
But that's the business portion of it.
Yeah. You got to get before you even get.
I mean, to be honest, more of the losses with Drummond.
Yeah.
For sure. It's more of like...
That's worry.
Yeah, we'll be all right,
for me.
though. We'll be all right. We'll grab somebody. Because the buyouts
Guys,
are going to be...
Well,
coming.
they're going to have to.
Daryl fucking Morey did this deal without giving up Tyrese Maxey and Matisse Thybulle. It's a fucking win.
I thought
It's
they
a
were going to give
win.
up one of them. More Matisse than Maxey. I don't think the Sixers were looking to trade Maxey at all.
No way.
Like,
He should have been
He
untouchable.
wasn't. Yeah, right. He's not even up for discussion. But Thybulle, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if that was the part that was apparently it was reported that that was like the holdup of the whole deal was that the Sixers didn't want to include Thybulle, but and everybody's saying to do it, but they actually got a better deal in my opinion by keeping him.
Who?
The Sixers.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, if he was the one that was holding it up, I still would have let him go. Not with Drummond and Curry. But if it was like Ben Simmons Thibault and a first round, like next year's first rounder unprotected, I still would have done that, to be honest.
Yeah, I would have too.
Because to me, Matisse Thibault isn't Kawhi Leonard. Like, yeah, he's a good defender. He's long, pause, but he's still offensively challenged.
So let me get this straight. You're going to keep Matisse, and you're going to get rid of, I'm sorry, you're going to get rid of Matisse, and you're keeping Curry, Drummond, and a first? Is that what Matisse is worth?
I mean, I wasn't even looking at it from that perspective. For me, my whole thing was that like when the reports were initially coming out, it kept saying that the holdup was Matisse Thybulle, and I kept saying, I'm like, damn, like I have his jersey, I love him, but why are you letting that stop you from getting a superstar? Like, I know James Harden's 32, but Curry's 31, and it's James Harden. The NBA championships are won with star power.
Yes,
star power. He is a star.
Look at the history.
Joel Embiid's a star. Like, I mean, look at the lineup. You have Maxey, Harden, Danny Green or Thibault now. Tobias Harris is a fourth scoring option where he's going to thrive. And Joel Embiid. There's no weakness. There's not one weakness on that team.
They legitimately just got a borderline. Some will argue that this guy, I mean, he's probably a lock for a top 25 player of all time.
Oh, yeah. I would say
that.
Harden?
An MVP, a playoff performer.
In that 20 range.
They got
all time?
A superstar player.
All time.
A guy who actually is worth
really
what he's getting paid.
Hold on. You think he's a top 25 player all time?
Listen, Nick.
James Harden?
I don't know. I would have to examine it, Nick, but some people say that without hesitation.
Are you sleeping on James Harden too?
I'm not sleeping on James Harden, but you might be buffing him up a little bit.
He was putting up 50-point triple-doubles, but Kyrie Irving went vegan and Kevin Durant got hurt.
You say Kevin Durant can't lead a team, but I ain't never seen James Harden lead a team either, though.
James Harden was never compared to LeBron James. There's a big difference on that.
But if you're saying he's a top 25 player
James
of all
Harden
time,
can't lead a team.
This guy should do that shit. In my opinion. I'm not gonna argue with you about
I'm
this.
Gonna cut us right here, guys.
I gotta play. I'm asking questions,
and I'm answering them.
Yeah, I know.
All right, just so
you're
you know.
asking the heavy hitters.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, this is nothing. This is nothing crazy. Don't be hurt.
You're asking the heavy hitters, guys. But listen. I'm gonna caution the audience right here. Unfortunately, I'm gonna cut us right here. I think it's a perfect point because we are gonna break this down even further after our Super Bowl coverage. So probably a little over a week. Okay. But a reminder, P&I has said this before. Patience pays. That's what happened. Daryl Morey, patience. It paid off, okay? And not for nothing, Mike, you can back me on this, okay? It's time to do a little pat on the back here. Yours truly said before it was popular, okay? Over a month ago, I said, look out. James Harden could be available for the Sixers at the deadline. And then I told you that they won't be giving up Maxey or Matisse in this deal. Tell him, Mikey.
He did.
Tell him I did it.
Yeah, we had conversations about that
word for word
for a while.
And I'm pretty sure I couldn't find the clip. I'm pretty sure
I unloaded
on
the
this
clip.
show I said the thing about Harden, but I couldn't find the clip before the damn show.
Yeah,
so I'll get back to you on that.
No, we were just talking about it because as I was just saying 5 minutes ago, I was saying the whole time, like I was all right parting with Thibault. Maxey to me was untouchable. Maxey and Embiid, everybody else was expendable. But he kept saying the whole time, there's no way they're getting rid of Matisse. There's no way. And then I thought it was going to wind up being Beal. Then Beal was out for the year. And I was just like, all right, whatever. But I never thought that they would trade him. The only time, once Durant got hurt, and then it just like the Sacramento Kings game when you have the video of Harden just kind of like not giving a fuck and walking off the floor or walking the other way. That's when I'm like, all right, him and Kyrie just, they don't get along. And then there was just a report on Twitter that apparently at the Cavaliers game a few weeks ago, Kyrie Irving was putting the sage smoke when he was sitting at his locker because he was erasing the bad energy that still haunts him there or something. And they said James Harden was just staring at him. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm like, Kevin Durant's a superstar. And you want to play with now, you're playing with two players now that can't grow the fuck up. With Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving. They're children.
Yeah, we'll see.
We got confirmation, guys. Bobby Pauls, my boy, Rob, all right? He says he remembers me saying that on the show. It is in the comments. Thank you, Rob. You're the fucking man, all right? Guys, I'm going to move us along, though, now. It is time. Are you ready? Because we're gonna table these talks a little bit more. This is great. We have so much to talk about once football's over, okay? So we're going to table this. It's time for the Super Bowl. Phil, hit that shit. Let's go, baby.
Balls.
Super Bowl 56. NBC, 6:30 p.m. this Sunday, February 13th. The Cincinnati Bengals and the LA Rams in LA. It's a second year in a row that the home stadium has one of the teams playing in it. So the Rams are in their home stadium. They're likely not going to be they're going to be outnumbered by Bengals fans. We know this, all right? The Rams are favored by 4 points. The over-under is 48.5, okay? But first, before we get into our picks, we're going to break this shit down. We're going to do exactly what we did in the conference championship round, okay? Who has the advantage? We're going to go through the position groups. You guys are going to tell me, based on a combination of talent, matchups, stats, or just gut feel, who has the advantage in this game? Bengals or Rams, okay? You're allowed to say push. These are the ground rules. I'm going to start us off. You guys know what to do, all right? Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Quarterbacks. Joe Burrow. Fucking cool as a cucumber. Joe Burrow versus Matthew Stafford. Who has the advantage? Bengals or Rams?
Rams. Stafford's been balling this postseason. I'm not falling for the glitz and glamour of Joe Burrow just yet, because I just think that Matthew Stafford is primed for this moment. This is his moment, and I think he's going against a weaker defense than Joe Burrow, because I think the Rams' defensive line is going to have a field day, and we will talk about that a little bit later. But for me, I think Stafford had the advantage, and I think he's going to take advantage.
For me, it is a push for me. This is both of their first playoff runs, really. Stafford's been there, but he was 0-3. He got robbed in Dallas back in the day, but that's a different subject for a different day. This is a push for me. They're both playing awesome. I would say that Stafford's playing better right now, but I don't really think that there's an advantage one way or the other for both of them. Either of them.
I'm talking in terms of like matchups. You don't think there's any?
That's okay.
You think it's a push?
Well, no, because Jalen Ramsey's on the Rams side of the ball, so he'll be able to at least. I don't know if he'll be able to take away either. I would assume Chase. I don't know if he'll be able to completely take him out, but that's better than what the Bengals have to offer on the.
Yeah, I agree.
With their D-backs, so I got you there. That's a good point.
Dave Pasillo says, doubt the Bengals at your peril. Ask the Titans and Chiefs. However, Dave, I'm going to give the slight advantage to Matthew Stafford. They're both playing excellent football, but when you combine the matchups into this aspect, I think Stafford has the advantage there, and that's what pushes him over the top. He's also playing a little bit better, and also, quite simply, he's being asked to do more. He's been asked to do more for this team than Joe Burrow has to do for his own. And that goes for all season. The Bengals have been a running team for much of the season. Matthew Stafford probably will be throwing the ball 40 times this game. If they're going to win, it's because Stafford's going to have a good game, okay? So there's that. Running backs, guys. Running backs. You got Joe Mixon. And I'll even throw in Samaje P, Ryan, because they use him as a pass catcher.
He had a big play
all
last
right?
week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Game-changing
so I'll throw him
play.
in
I was
gonna
there.
say that
Game-changing play. That was the moment.
Yep.
That was
there
it.
you go. So I got to include the guy. It's only fair. And then on the Rams side, you have Cam Akers, you have Sony Michel, but it looks like Darrell Henderson might be back for this game. He got first-team reps in practice yesterday.
Who cares? I wouldn't
He
even
might be
matter.
playing
I
this
wouldn't
game.
play him.
No need.
No need to play him. Why?
You have a good team.
I don't know.
Nah,
Akers,
you have
2.8 yards per carry.
Yeah, but you
all
got
playoffs.
something. You got something good. You got Akers and you got Sony. Sony's been playing really, really well, and I'm not going to bench him for Darrell Henderson. He might get hurt the first snap.
3.3 yards per carry in the playoffs for Michelle, 2.8 for Akers. That's some nice reinforcements. Fresh legs. I'll take fresh legs. But anyway, who's got the advantage? The Bengals or the Rams?
I would probably say the Rams in this one because of Sony Michel. I think he's better than Samaje Perine, and I think that the offensive line is better for the Rams also, which I think is going to come into play. And Cam Akers has been playing great. I think Joe Mixon right now is the best of the bunch, but Sony Michel for me would be the key.
I'll go Bengals. I think Joe Mixon, he had a fantastic year. He's been playing pretty decent in the playoffs. He started, getting hot towards the end of the AFC Championship game. So I look for the Bengals to run a lot in this game too as well. And Samaje Perine, he can move the chains on third down, which is crucial in any big game. So for me, I'm going to go with the Bengals. Although I do like the Rams running backs, I do like their combination a lot. But for me, it's just, I think it's a toss-up, but I would lean towards more the Bengals side.
Guys, I'm thinking the Rams have the advantage with the matchup, but for the actual question, I'm going to say push because the Rams have been shutting down the run this postseason. They've been really tough to run the football against. However, I think here's the key to the game. This is actually a key to the game for me. If the Bengals would stop, literally, they run the football on first down so often. If they turn some of that into the screen game, okay, and Dan Orlowski said this, you're hearing some experts say this, the screen game could be available for the Bengals. I think they are actually going to do it, though. So I think that's where the push comes into play, is I think Mixon is going to be used as a pass catcher more in this game. But Akers could have a big game here. They have to establish themselves early. But we'll see. They should be able to run the football, but they have not run well in the past couple of games as a group. They have the talent. I'm not saying they can't do it. So push for me.
Sorry, I had a chair malfunction.
I'll get housekeeping up here.
Yeah, my chair was sinking a bit, so I had to readjust.
Do that again, Nick.
What? You want me to readjust?
My god, dude. I look
give
over
us that
this
energy.
dude's falling off.
I got
that
a
energy.
lot of energy, man. I'm ready to fucking dive into this game, dude. I'm ready to fucking break it down. Let's talk about
Here
it.
you go. Here's the fun
Let's
part.
talk about
pass catchers. Break this down for me. We got the pass catchers. The Bengals. You got Jamar Chase with a record-setting rookie year. You got T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. It's looking like C.J. Uzomah is going to play. Then you got on the Rams side, you got Cooper Kupp, who's having literally the best receiving year of all time. You got OBJ, who's been scoring touchdowns nonstop. You got Van Jefferson. And Tyler Higbee's a maybe. If not, Kendall Blanton showed he could be capable. Who's got the advantage in this game? Bengals or Rams? Two phenomenal groups, by the way.
I'm actually going to give the edge to the Rams here because Cooper Kupp is just that good. It's probably a push overall, but because Chase, Higgins, and Boyd as a whole, are better than Kupp, OBJ, and Van Jefferson. But Cooper Kupp is just, he's unstoppable. There's no guard in that guy at all.
It's pretty much, so you're pretty much asking me, who do I want as my receiver group? I mean, for me, it's a push. I'm not even, if I had to think about it this long, it's a push. Cooper Kupp is that dude, no doubt about it. OBJ is starting to really, come on towards the end of the season. But, you got, for me, Chase, Higgins, and Boyd, that's loaded. Because Boyd is, pretty good, too.
He's really good.
Yeah, he's slept on. So, for me, I'm going push there. The tight ends, to me, Higbee's better than Uzomah, but Higbee's not, he might not be playing. So I'm taking that out of the equation for me.
Yeah, I didn't even mention them because I was doing the same thing.
Right. So I don't know their statuses of Uzomah and Higbee. Higbee didn't practice today. Uzomah didn't either, but apparently Uzomah said he's playing. I don't know about Higbee. So for me, I don't even factor them in. But overall, I'm saying push.
Just simply
we'll have
Kupp.
to see.
Yeah.
It's Kupp.
Yeah.
Because because those tight ends, like, I mean, they can play a little bit. They were getting used a decent amount, so it could be somewhat of a matchup for these guys if either of them play. We don't know yet though. Talent wise, it's a push. I'm gonna say the Rams have the advantage here because there is no way that Eli Apple and company. Much love to my Eastern brother, by the way. Eastern High School grad, okay? Much love. But Cooper Kupp is not getting held down. OBJ is not getting held down in this game, whereas at least you can see Jalen Ramsey limiting the Bengals group a little bit, okay? I think both groups are going to have good games, but the Rams have the advantage because of the matchup. I mean, I think that Boyd and Jefferson might both have the best matchups of the game. Like, that's a whole different subject. We'll see how if they can step up, but they have winnable matchups, the two of them.
Yes.
Maybe they step up and you have those two headlining the Super Bowl. You never know. It's always somebody stepping up in these games.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, guys, so we kind of just talked about the skill players, but overall offense, so like embodying everything, offensive line, matchups, everything. Overall offense, Bengals or Rams, who's got the advantage?
I'm going to go with the Rams. I think they have a better offensive line than Cincinnati's offensive line. For me, that's the difference. Pass catchers, I said it was a push. I gave the edge to Cincinnati in terms of running backs. But what good is a running back if the line doesn't do its job? And pass protection and, you know, just the overall blocking in general. But for me, that's the line for me. Like, it's the offensive line. So for me, I'm going Rams, and I think Stafford's better than Burrow. For me.
Yeah,
I think Stafford's better than Burrow.
I'm kind of leaning push, just because I think they're both loaded with skill players. But I know what you're saying with the Rams offensive line and offensive line, and that is a distinct difference.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of us are harping on Bengals offensive line, and I know it's been bad, but they did get here with that same offensive line. So they've shown that they can make adjustments and things like that. So
Did those teams have Von Miller?
No, but they also got sacked 9
Leonard
times.
Floyd? I know.
They got sacked 9 times.
Right.
And I guarantee you that does not happen on Sunday.
Right. However, if he gets sacked 5 times, they're playing against a different offense. They're not playing against Tennessee's rotten ass offense. They're playing against a high power offense.
That's
in
fair.
The Rams. So for me, it's like if he gets sacked that many times, they're in trouble.
So do you think that the 49ers defense is substantially better than the Bengals defense? Because the 49ers defense held them pretty well, including Cooper Kupp. Outside of the 2 drops for touchdowns, I get it, but that's part of the game and that happens. But they held them pretty well.
But it's also a division game, playing them 3 times. So it's hard. It's like that team knows you.
I got you.
So it's even harder to even score by that time.
Yeah, no, I'm with
like
you.
2 good football teams. I'm not talking about like if Washington played the Eagles 3 times. Like,
yeah.
It's 2 different things. Like those teams are like actually like 2 of the best teams in the conference, and they just happen to play in the same division, so they know each other pretty well.
Yeah, no, I got you.
So for me, that would be the reason. But overall, I mean,
no, I'm with you totally. I feel like the storyline has been more about how bad the offensive line is for the Bengals, and they keep winning, and not the adjustments being made and how well they're still playing offensively, because they're still getting the job done. And it's just not being talked about at all.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're winning in spite of them a little bit. They're minimizing them just enough. But for me, I'm giving the Rams the slight advantage because of offensive line, because all else is kind of equal to me. It's pretty much equal across the board until you get to offensive line. So I have to give the Rams the advantage there because they do have the advantage at offensive line. Whether or not that makes a difference, we'll see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
sure.
now we're moving over to the defense end. Okay, just overall defense. All right, you could break down the units in your explanation or whatever, but Bengals defense versus Rams defense. Who has the advantage in this game?
I mean, definitely the Rams defense. Their defensive line, they have the better cornerback. They have Jalen Ramsey. You know, they have a one that they could put on somebody, and if you can't lock him down, he can at least slow him up enough to disrupt the flow of the game. That's not really a question for me, to be honest. I'm all Rams on that.
Nick?
Yeah, what Paul says, everything that I feel too. You know, it's Aaron Donald. He's probably the best player in the Super Bowl, arguably.
And my thing is too, real fast on that. Like, it's hard because Eli Apple was garbage for so many teams, and he's been playing all right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying he's going to shut down Cup. I'm not saying he's going to D anybody up, but he has been playing all right these playoffs.
Yeah.
He has been.
So
He's
it's
made
like,
some plays.
yeah, like he's been respectable. He's been a respectable corner. So it's tough because like he was garbage with the Giants, garbage with the Saints, garbage with the Panthers. I think that's who it was.
Nah.
He wasn't with the Panthers?
Nah.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought he was. But yeah, either way, I mean, he's definitely taken strides and gotten better.
Was Eli Apple and OBJ teammates in New York?
That's a good question.
I think there was
I think they
some
were.
crossover there. Yeah, they were. Pretty sure.
I wonder if there's a game plan where Eli Apple covers OBJ and they say, "Fuck it, we'll double Cooper Kupp."
That's what I think they're going to do. I think Eli Apple's going to
that's your
cover
best bet.
OBJ. Yes, 100%.
Because if Higbee's hurt, like that's a big loss for me. It's a big loss. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's been playing really well all year,
Yeah.
and he made some like really big plays this year. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
like he does. He has those big plays that just break open the game weirdly. So like I think his presence is going to be felt if he's out. But yeah, I mean overall that would be my game plan if I'm Cincinnati's defense. I'm putting Eli Apple on OBJ and then I'm doubling Cooper Kupp and I'm saying, okay, whoever you have left on your offense, beat me. I'm not letting you beat me with Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
I'm
hold up. I knew I was right. Eli Apple did play for the fucking Panthers.
Well, it wasn't really a noticeable year.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying I'm not that shot.
When was this?
2020.
2020?
Yep. I knew he did. Proceed.
Damn, good for you. Well, anyway, to your point, Nick, remember, guys, Cooper Kupp's going to line up in the slot probably 80% of the time. So Eli Apple probably will be on OBJ for a solid portion of this game. But we'll see. I mean, they're going to have to get creative to stop Cooper Kupp. It's really not possible to stop Cooper Kupp, but if they can limit him, that'll be interesting. Nick, tell me again who's on the Rams defense. I didn't hear you the first time.
Von Miller, Leonard Floyd, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. I mean, like, do I have to keep going? I mean, dude, they're fucking loaded, bro. They're loaded.
So, Nick.
They got playmakers everywhere. Offense and defense. Like, bro, let's be real.
I know. They really are loaded.
Yeah, I just wanted you to say it one more time so I could emphasize that the Rams have the advantage. And that D-line versus O-line matchup could be the decider of the game. Aaron Donald is the best player in this game.
Ernest Jones.
I'll just say it. I'll say it for you. Aaron Donald is the best player in this game. He could be the game wrecker. He's got the matchup.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
Rams have the advantage. We're moving on to special teams, though, all right? Because special teams have shown up quite a bit in this playoffs, okay? Bengals special teams, you got Evan McPherson kicking, and you got the return units, of course. And you got Rams special teams. You got Matt Gay kicking, and then you got their return units. You see Cooper Kupp and OBJ occasionally will return a couple punts, all right? Who's got the advantage of special teams?
I am saying the Bengals because Evan McPherson's that dude. And that's really it. I love Evan McPherson, dude. He makes big kicks. He's full of confidence. And, you know, Matt Gay came up short on the one field goal. You know, he missed a few.
He had the game winner, though.
I know, but...
Yeah, he was hurt. He was playing hurt that game. Also.
Makes me even more like Evan McPherson. But, I mean, he sent them to the... whatchamacallit, when he said, I guess we're going to the AFC Championship game. And he just made big kick after big kick. So, I'm on the Bengals for that.
Oh, man. I got the Rams. Matt Gay is still that dude. he had a great year. I had him in fantasy, and he kicked ass. So straight up, I'm going Rams. And also the real reason why I'm going Rams is because a part of me is telling me that there's going to be a special teams, like a fake punt, a fake field goal, something crazy is going to happen on special teams that's going to change this game.
Nick, I love that you're saying that.
I feel like
everyone forgets.
But I feel like
Johnny Hector's got a cannon.
But also true. But I feel like the reason is that McVay, like, he has the balls to do that. Like, he feels like that coach that would do some shit like that. So careful. For me, I'm like, that's why. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's just a feel. I have a feel about it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't explain it.
I got you. Yeah, it's there.
Hey, you're allowed.
Yeah.
You're allowed to feel that way. You're allowed to go with your gut here. Because you know what? Johnny Hecker's, I mean, we've seen him do it so many times in this league. Johnny Hecker's got an arm, and they know how to use it, okay? So that's a great point, Nick. I wasn't expecting to hear that, and it's a good point, okay? I'm going to give the Bengals the edge here. Evan McPherson has just been lights out, and I think he's going to be a big feature in this game. I really do. I think that he's gonna show himself in this game. Matt Gay's a good kicker too, but I think it's gonna come down to, I think McPherson's gonna be kicking more, and I also trust him to make all of his kicks. Matt Gay can miss one occasionally, even though he had a great year. He's known to miss one a time or two. So give me the Bengals there. Last but not least, we got the coaches. All right, we got Zach Taylor, I mean, literally, he was Sean McVay's guy. So, teacher versus pupil, all right? You got Zach Taylor versus Sean McVay, and then you got the intangibles, all right? The games being played in L.A., you got all the clutchness from Joe Burrow, whatever you want to say for the intangibles. Both these teams got here for a reason, and they made the plays that they had to make. So, you can say whatever you want here. Who's got the edge in coaching and intangibles? Bengals or Rams?
The Rams. Sean McVay has been here a couple years ago against New England, and they only scored 3 points. I'm sure this guy is competitive enough to where he's going to want to put up a lot of points in this Super Bowl. And I think he has the advantage. He knows what this week is about. The week before the Super Bowl, that bye week, he knows how to prepare that bye week. Now he knows how to prepare his team mentally leading up to the game the week of. So for me, I'm going Sean McVay, and it's not even a question for me. I think the experience factor matters.
Yeah, this one's tough for me, man. I think it's almost like a push, but the experience is what's swaying me too. I was the same way when I was thinking about this earlier. Because Sean McVay's been in the moment. He's been there before. Now, granted, they lost. But yeah, like, it was Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, and you had Jared Goff. And Todd Gurley on one leg. They weren't even giving him the ball. So it's like, it's tough for me because, I mean, do you think as a whole that the Bengals coordinators are better than the Rams?
I don't know.
You could argue it both ways, really.
I would probably say that I think that the Bengals coaching staff as a whole, with Lou Aronamo, and Brian Callahan, with Zach Taylor, is better than Kevin O'Connell, McVay, and Raheem Morris. Excuse me.
I don't know. Kevin O'Connell was getting some head coaching.
Yeah.
So did Raheem Morris.
Yeah. So I mean, that's really that's a tough question for me. So I'm still staying with push, but the Bengals have shown me that they can adjust at every facet of the game. Close game, blowout wins, the big comeback. I mean, like you said, they didn't. Tyreek Hill didn't have a catch in the second half.
That was wild.
I mean, like that is coaching.
Yeah,
that is all coaching.
Yeah,
and you know, it's just one of those things where, you know, it's adjustments, halftime, all that stuff goes into that. And I've just watched the Bengals this entire postseason answer bell after bell. So that's where I kind of am with it. I'm kind of just back and forth on it.
Yeah, you guys raised some great points. The experience definitely matters. It absolutely matters. There's nothing like playing in the Super Bowl. You can't replicate that as a coach or a player. It matters that he's been there before, and he's hopefully learned from his mistakes in big games. We've seen some up and down moments for Sean McVay, even in this playoffs. But overall, great staffs on both sides. I'm going to give the Rams a slight push because of experience, but do not discount what the Bengals have done in second halves of football games. I understand, like, you can't come out of the gate slow, but what they do in the second half on both sides of the ball has been absolutely dominant. If they can actually come out of the gates and play like that, I mean, then they're a whole different team, really. They could coast if they did that, but they can't seem to put it together in the first half. So that's going to be interesting, is to see how these teams come out in the beginning, because you know that the Bengals are going to adjust. You know that Joe Burrow gets hot. You know that he's clutch. So I'm going to give it to the Rams here. All right. So it sounds like overall as a group here, we're saying the Rams have the overall advantage as a whole. Does not mean we're picking them. I'm just pointing out what I hear so far. Next up, though, X Factors. Audience, I want to hear from you too, okay? Who is the X Factor in this game?
For me, on the Bengals, it's T. Higgins. If T. Higgins can put together a big game, I like the Bengals to do some damage, like they did against the Chiefs. And I would say for the Rams, I think this is a good spot for Odell Beckham. I really do. Now, if he gets Eli Apple on him and he could still ball, or if he doesn't, they try to put Eli Apple and Cooper Kupp. I mean, OBJ wouldn't shock me if he turned out to be the Super Bowl MVP, because I really feel like OBJ could have a big game, and I think he is going to have a big game this weekend. I really do.
This one is easy for me. I'm going Aaron Donald, and he's a game wrecker, man. Like, he makes one play, he could flip that whole game. Bengals can look like they're in control. There he goes with strip sack, forced fumble. Rams are going the other way, possibly for a touchdown, or they're getting good field position. Like, he's that kind of player. He flips the field position because he gets plays like that. He makes turnovers. He comes after your quarterback, makes the quarterback make mistakes, throw interceptions. Like, he's that presence on the D line that just changes the entire game for the quarterback.
Yeah, Nick, to echo your statement, and I see Tom Doherty also said the same thing. I have to say Aaron Donald is the overall X factor of the game, because they win this game if Aaron Donald is just himself. If he goes out and controls the line of scrimmage, they're going to win this game. They have to figure out how to limit Aaron Donald in this game if the Bengals want to be in this thing. Aaron Donald can wreck this game, period. So he's the overall X factor for me. But then on the other side, I'm going to say the same thing. I think if the Bengals with Trey Hendrickson, okay, he's going to be my Bengals X factor. If he can attack the right side of the Rams offensive line, then things can get interesting on that end too. So I'm going to give it to the two D linemen, because that seems to be, just look at the history of the Super Bowl, recent history. The game seems to be won by these pass rushers. So I'm sticking with that. The theory, this is why teams build around pass rushers. They change these games. So I'm going with Aaron Donald and Trey Hendrickson on the other side. Okay? And now here's the crazy part. Now we have to discuss how we see this game playing out, and then we're going to make our picks. Like, what's your feel? Tell me how you feel. Like, what do you think's going to happen? It doesn't have to be, like, perfect here. Just tell me what you're thinking, okay? Like, what do you think's going to happen here? And don't give me your picks just yet. Just tell me, like, your feel, okay?
What do you feel, Mikey P?
I'd be happy to start us off.
Go ahead. I want to hear. I want to hear you.
Pause.
Because the Rams really do have the advantage in the game overall. I think it's going to be a tight first half. Holes, okay. I expect the Rams to come out at halftime with a lead. And I think the Rams are going to be leading most of this game. But I feel like the Bengals are going to turn it up in the second half, because that's just what they've been doing. They respond when the game matters most. When the game's on the line, they respond. And I think we're going to see a very exciting finish, because that has been the case all year long. I actually can see this game ending on a game-winning score by either side. Not going to say who or what. I actually can see it, though, because that's just been the story of the NFL. It's been crazy this year. as far as like, breakdown here, I think both D lines will do pretty decent. I think both quarterbacks are going to probably be throwing 300-yard games. We'll probably cover this in our props. I think the quarterbacks are going to be featured. I think that both teams are not going to run particularly well, but I think it could show in the big moments. Like, can they run well in the big moments? I can trust both sides to do that, but I don't think they're going to have great overall games. I think this is going to be one on arms and on adjustments. It's going to be like it's going to feel like a low-score game. I think it's going to hit the over, but it's going to feel like one of those like tighter games to me.
I see them both. So I think one of the two teams is going to score on their opening drive. I don't know who yet, but I think one of the teams is going to come out and score on their opening drive. And I see it being a pretty high scoring, and I'm in the 30s. I don't know if one team necessarily going to have to come back. To be honest, I think it could be a back and forth, up and down the field type of game. I would say that right around in the second quarter, after maybe some nerves wear off and they get themselves together and they settle in. Maybe midway through the second quarter, a galvanizing play such as like a fumble with Aaron Donald or an interception from the Bengals or something like that. So that I think it's going to be pretty fluid, and I think it's going to be a lot of energy and a good game from start to finish.
Okay. What I think is I think, like, I agree with you. I think somebody's going to score the first drive. It's going to be the Rams. It's going to be the Rams. They're going to run it in with Cam Akers. 2-yard touchdown run.
Here we go.
Damn.
What? I'm serious. This is how I'm envisioning game.
Like, I know. That's what I say. Here we go.
Good.
So I'm breaking it down for you, right? Like, that's how I think it's going to start. Then I think, since the storyline of the game, what it seems to be, is the D-line versus the Bengals, the D-line of the Rams versus the Bengals offensive line of the Rams. I think you're going to see it early. Like, I think there's going to be a defensive play on the Rams early that's going to put them in position in field goal range, and the Bengals are going to hold them to 3. And then from there, the Bengals are going to feel like they're playing catch-up. I think they're going to get away from the run. And because, if not for nothing, the Rams' defense against the run has been outstanding in the playoffs. Against the Cardinals, the Bucks, and the Niners, they only gave up 161 rushing yards.
Total.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So good luck running against them, and you're gonna be one-dimensional. They're gonna know that. The defensive ends are gonna be pinning their ears back, and they're going after Burrow, and it's gonna be playing catch up all day. And this time, like, I think you're playing against, like, and the Rams are home, so they're familiar with that stadium. You know what I mean? Like, just the feel. So, like, they have the advantage overall. So for me, it's just like, I don't know. That's how I feel. I need water.
Oh, I love it, man. I love what both of you said, and I could feel, like, everything you just said. I can feel some sort of agreement there. So, without further ado, we kind of just have to make our damn picks, because we're kind of dancing around it a little bit. So it's time to deliver our Super Bowl picks to the audience. And audience, I want to hear it from you guys too, okay? I want to hear who's winning. I want to hear who wins the spread. And I want to hear the over-under. I want to hear the Super Bowl MVP. We're going to give you all that right now. Who wants to start off? And I'm happy to do it, by the way, if you guys don't want to go first.
Go
So
ahead. You got it.
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Guys, this defies all of the logic that I have been giving the entire summary, even in the playoffs, because, like, there's just something about this game. There's something about this Bengals team that I just can't ignore. They just have it. It's their time. They haven't won a damn ring. Shit. So the Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl. The Cincinnati Bengals outright are going to win this game without any explanation. They're just going to get it done. I actually think it's going to be on a game winner. That's where I'm leaning right now. I wasn't feeling that way till today.
Really?
I think that the Bengals are gonna win 26-24. I have Evan McPherson hitting 4 field goals. He's gonna break the postseason record. That's gonna be, I believe, that's 16 field goals in one postseason, because he'll have another 4 in this game. And I suspect, based on how I just approached the game, that it's going to be down to the last fucking drive.
Shit, I didn't see that.
I have so that's the over right there. The over-under is 48.5. Okay. I have it at 50. So I have the over. The line actually shifted. The line's -3.5 in favor of the Rams. So I have the Bengals outright. Bengals 26-24, hitting the over. And naturally, they're going to give MVP to Joe Burrow because he's going to lead this comeback. Like I said, I think the Rams are going to be leading for much of this game, and I agree with Nick. I think that the pressure is going to be there very early in this game, and the Bengals are going to adjust, and they're going to pull off this thing because they have something special. It's just it's inexplicable. There's just no explanation to it. They just have they have the magic behind them. Bengals win.
Shit.
Wow.
Crazy, right? You didn't see that coming.
I
You
did
didn't
not.
see it.
I did not. I am impressed. 14 of the last 17 teams wearing white in the Super Bowl have won. And on Sunday, 15 of the last 18 will, because Joseph Lee Burrow is winning the Super Bowl. You will check my resume next week, just like we did in the AFC Championship game a couple weeks ago. And that's that. Super Bowl MVP is going to be Joe Burrow because it is his time. And when you can't explain shit, that's when crazy shit happens. And that's exactly what's going to happen on Sunday.
Fact. Mike, what's the score?
34-31.
34-31. So you got the over as well. Damn. Well, you've been on the Bengals, so I can't say that I didn't expect that, but it's still bold. It's still bold, nonetheless.
It's going to be an awesome. It's going to be an awesome game.
I can't wait to hear what Nick has to say.
Okay. I thought about this too for 10 days. I was leaning Rams in the beginning.
Oh, you're still leaning Rams. Okay.
Then I leaned to the Bengals because just Joe Burrow. There's something about it. Then I looked at it and I said, no way. No way, bro. The Rams defensive line is going to cause hell.
We're going to have some fun TikToks.
Like on some real shit. Like they're going to cause hell. I've seen, how do you think the Giants beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl in 07?
Helmet catch.
No, pass rush. That controlled the whole game. That controlled the entire game. The Rams are going to score points. So for me, this game, I'm telling you right now, I believe the Rams are going to get ahead by double digits, and I think the Bengals are going to be playing catch up all day. They're going to be one-dimensional, and my MVP is going to be Aaron Donald because he's going to have 3 sacks, a forced fumble, and he's going to make he's going to get how I think it is. He's going to have 3 sacks, a forced fumble, and he's going to cause an interception. That's what I think is going to happen. And I think he's going to crush their offensive line because you could put him anywhere. If you put him against their guards, he's going to smoke them. He's going to push that guard into Joe Burrow. Like, it's going to be bad. And then you got Von Miller coming around the edge. Good luck. I've seen this a million times. The team with the best pass rush always finds a way. Look at the Bucs last year. Their defense, their pass rush was everything. So for me, Aaron Donald is my MVP. I know it's crazy. Like, defensive players are not that popular of winning, but like it just feels like it's his time.
Von Miller did it.
Yeah, like Von Miller did it. Exactly right. And I think Von Miller is going to help him because I feel like he's going to get attention because he's been having an outstanding postseason as well. He could be, he could be the MVP too. Like it's going to be one event.
I got you.
One defensive lineman are going to get it, in my opinion. So I think that controls the entire game. I think Cooper Kupp is going to have his regular game. I think he's going to have 10 catches, probably $125 and a touchdown. I think OBJ is going to have a big game. I could see 7 to 9 catches for about 80 yards. I do. I think Joe Mixon is going to score at some point in this game. Like, I think, like, the Bengals are going to make adjustments in the second half. Like, I think they're going to shut down the Rams a little bit towards the end of the game, but it's just not going to be enough. For me, I'm taking Rams, and I'm not thinking twice. Like, they're just a better team, dude.
Don't score, Nick.
Like, in my opinion, they're just a better team, and I got the Rams 28-17.
Wow.
28-17. Bomb.
Man, these receipts are gonna be fucking great.
Like, that's how I feel, bro.
I can't wait.
Like, I can't describe it. That's how I
know.
feel.
I'm the same way, except on the other side. But I get
I
every
got
point
the
you're
under.
saying.
I think, to be honest with you, I think you guys are all sleeping on that on the X factor of the game. I think you're all sleeping on that shit. I've seen it a million
agree
fucking
with you,
times,
Nick.
bro. Like, those
agreed
teams
with
just
you.
win because that's how you, like, in big games, like, you need, like, crucial plays. You need those 1 or 2 plays to go your way. Like, if you have defensive linemen in your face, that young quarterback is going to make a mistake. You're in a big. I know he's cool. I know. I get it.
He hasn't made a mistake yet.
I understand. He threw an interception against the Chiefs, but that's okay. That happened.
I got you.
But, like, the Rams have playmakers on their defense that can, like, make plays, like, with pressure. Like, when that pressure's in your face, you got Von Miller coming at you. You got Aaron Donald. You got Leonard Floyd, and you got playmakers like Jalen Ramsey on the back end. Like, for me, like, he's gonna make a mistake because he's gonna be under duress. And I think it's gonna be. I think it's really gonna, like, really change the whole game. And the Rams are gonna score enough points to where the Bengals aren't gonna be able to catch up.
You can negate the pass rush too with dump offs to your star running back.
And, well, correct. But
Screen,
the problem is, the Rams are they've been great against the run. Giving up 161 yards in the postseason is phenomenal.
Well, they played the Cardinals, who blow.
Okay, they played the Bucks.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I got you there.
They played the
I'm with you.
Niners. The Niners were like,
Niners
what?
are good. They fucked the Niners up.
That's what I'm like. That's
On that, yeah, because their running game was like what, 50 yards,
50, like 61,
something like that. Yeah.
61 yards.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, it's like, yo, like, if the Bengals can't establish the run, they're gonna have a long ass day, and I think that's gonna be the game. Like, that's the game for me. Like, I'm not even thinking about any other bullshit that's gonna happen. Like, cause shit does happen. Like, weird fucking things in the Super Bowl just happen. Helmet catches, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, for me, it's just like, I'm looking at it and I'm just saying there's no way. Like, the Rams are just a good team. Like, they're a good team. They're
And you know what's
they're
crazy,
primed.
Nick?
They went all in for this moment, and they're here. They're going to take advantage. And I think Aaron Donald really is hungry for that ring, because this is
Nick.
this is a legacy game for him, for me.
You know what's crazy, Nick? Is my entire analysis favored the Rams, and I agree with everything you say with the D-line. There's just something about this Bengals team that they just answer no matter what. And I just can't ignore it anymore. They did it. My Chiefs analysis, everything. It was like, just like this. Chiefs, Bengals did the same thing. And it's just, they just find a way.
We got a comment from Dave. He said, Burrows got pounded by Titans mercilessly, and he didn't flinch. I agree with that. But the problem is they're not playing against the Titans offense. Like, the Rams could score. They got a 2,000-yard wide receiver on that end of the football field. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just, to me, it doesn't make any sense. And Stafford's a baller. They got Cam Akers, Sony Michel, OBJ, Van Jefferson, Higbee, if he plays. Like, for me, they got playmakers. So,
hey,
like,
Mike,
I just don't get it.
What do you think? You and I bet Nick on this one. What do you think? End the season on a bet.
I'm in. Of course I'm in.
Nick, are you in?
Come on, bro.
You
know
willing to go?
I'm in.
Yeah,
you
know,
willing to
Nick's
give
in.
double the action?
Fucking right, I'm in.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll give you double the action.
Here's my handshake, virtual.
Pause. All
Here's
right.
my fucking handshake.
Cool.
All right.
I
got the Bengals.
What's the bet? I don't even know. What's the bet? Are we betting salads?
Salads.
Okay.
I already owe you guys.
The mission's
So,
still great.
Add it to your tab if you win. But all right, fine. So two of us, Mike and I, we got the Bengals. Nick's got the Rams. I see in the audience, I'm going to run through this real quick. I see it looks like Tom is favoring the Rams. He didn't outright say it yet.
No,
I'm waiting for it, Tom.
Okay. Tom's a Ram.
Yeah. I see Dave Pasillo has the Bengals because they have the X factor.
Nick, outside of Von Miller, it's really a team full of all first-timers in the Super Bowl.
Who?
All the skill players.
No. Aaron Donald's been there.
I said outside of Donald.
I think you said Miller.
Miller and Donald, I'm sorry. Outside of them, though, but like...
Mike Carrera.
Yeah. Mike Driver.
Mike Driver is fucking crazy.
I see another one, guys. So now I'm gonna hand it over to the Rams people now. I see Greg Z, Rams 34-24, Stafford MVP. Donald, 3 sacks. I see our boy John Venner. Rams cover easily. Burrow gets sacked 11 times. Wow, Johnny. Wow. Any other Bengals lovers in here?
I'm sorry, who said it that? 11 times.
John Venner says Bengals are getting sacked 11 times by the Rams.
That would be a record.
Listen, this is the funny thing about it is everything we're saying right here. This is exactly why I went the opposite way, because
I cannot wait.
The
This
Bengals
is
just defy
going to
logic.
be so sweet when Joe Burrow's holding that trophy, and I don't even have an emotional interest in
I
this.
don't have any emotional attachment.
This
I'm not
season-
going by
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, to me, that's not. Yeah, I don't.
I'm not even going by that.
I won't be upset if the Rams win at all.
I'm going by the bottom line in the game. That's it.
This season has just been straight up fuckery, so that's why I have to go against my own logic. This is just plain and simple. I'm a by the books guy. I break this down by a fucking science, and I even have to acknowledge I can't ignore it anymore. It's just a perfect narrative. It's perfectly set up for Joe Burrow to make a name. He's going to be a star in this league for a long time, and the Rams will be back, so I'm not worried about it. I think they'll be back. Both of these teams could be back. They're loaded. They're both loaded for a while. I mean, the Rams, for all the money they spend, they got a really young roster. They'll be in this game again. I guarantee it. Okay? So that, my friends, there are our Super Bowl picks. We're absolutely going to run over time, but it's well worth it for you tonight. Now we're going into the second half of the show. This will be the most comprehensive betting coverage that you find. It won't be as in-depth because you just heard our explanations, but you're going to hear our actual picks, and we're going to keep track of these picks so that we can tell you our records come next show. Okay? All right, guys? Are we ready to move forward to the props?
Let's rock.
We got a lot of them, so we're going to keep our explanations to a minimum. We're just going to hit as many as we can. So we already gave you 5 of them. We gave you our money line picks. We gave you our spread picks. We gave you the exact final score. We gave you the over-under for the points for the game. We gave you the Super Bowl MVP. All right? Phil, give me some new music. Let's get into this.
I already
Let's
did.
go, baby.
I was way ahead of you.
Oh, see, I couldn't even hear it.
Talk your shit, King.
See? I couldn't even hear it. Thank you very much. That's my guy over there. All right. Joe Burrow is where we're starting off. Okay? Joe Burrow, over under 273.5 passing yards. I got the over. Guys, what do you got?
Over.
Nick.
I got the under.
Under. All right. Now we got Burrow, over under 1.5 passing touchdowns. I'm going to take the over here as well.
Also have over on that.
I'm going under.
Damn. He's against Joe Cool today. You got Joe Burrow, INTs, over under a half.
Over.
So,
Under.
over for Nick.
Under.
Under for Mike and under for myself. I actually think that there's not going to be any turnovers in this game. If there is, it's going to be a fumble. I don't think there's going to be any interceptions. Okay? We got Burrow, rushing yards, over under 11.5. I'm going to take the over again.
I'm taking the over because he's going to be running a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's running a lot.
that was actually like one of my prop bets that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
He's
the
going to be
over.
running a little bit.
I got the over for sure.
I mean, he showed some mobility in the last couple games. So, we'll see. All right? We got Matthew Stafford. All right? On the other hand now, Stafford, over under 281.5 passing yards. I'm taking the over. Guys?
Overs.
Over.
over. There you go. Matthew Stafford
Straight
over.
up.
Damn, we're firing away here. My computer can't even keep up. All right, Stafford, over under 1.5 passing touchdowns. Give me the over.
Overs.
Overs.
All right.
Which doesn't really bode well with my MVP pick, but
It's all good.
I don't give a shit.
That's
It's
okay,
gonna
Nick.
happen
I mean, if
anyway.
it's 2 touchdowns and Donald
Yeah.
has 3
Well,
sacks,
this
it changes the
is
game.
going to be the reason why.
So now we got Stafford over under 0.5 INTs. I'm going to take the under. No turnovers for my QBs in this game.
I'm going to say over. He will throw one.
I'm saying over. He will throw 1.
Damn. All right. So we got Stafford over under 5.5 rushing yards. I'm going to say over.
I'm saying under just because it's so low. It feels like it's begging me to bet the over, so I'm fading.
It's so weird.
I got the faders.
I have like a weird thing where like I like the unders, but something tells me it's gonna be overs because like the Rams defense at some point could be up by so much, by 2 touchdowns, where they can kind of play like their little soft defense, where these 9-yard runs, another 10-yard run, something stupid down the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it has
100%.
that fucking feel for me. So I'm taking the overs. 62.5. Bank it.
He's got a little bit of mobility
Sprinkle some
too,
shit
you know?
on that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean Stafford. Hey, he's been sneaking the ball a fair amount in the past few games. So, I mean, he's got some decent mobility. I don't think anybody's kneeling in this game. So there's that. So the theme here looks like quarterback
wait.
production.
I thought
I
it was
mean,
on the
unless
Giants.
Nick has Burrow under. Mike and I are expecting major quarterback production in this game. All right, moving on to the running backs. Joe Mixon. Over under 62.5 rush yards.
Yo,
I am taking.
I apologize, bro. I think I was talking about Joe Mixon.
Yeah, I think you just said 62.5, and that confused me a little bit.
I was gonna let it
talking about
slide.
Joe Mixon.
I was gonna let it slide, dude.
My bad.
What about
dude.
Stafford?
Sour.
Stafford.
Stafford
it's-
was Stafford
it's
over
gonna
under
be, It's
5.5.
going to be over. He's going to have like a 6-yard scamper.
It's gonna be graceful.
Yeah, I was talking about Joe Mixon, dude. I apologize. I thought that's where we were headed.
You got to get better at reading.
Yeah,
So-
you got to.
So did you say over for that? Yeah. Did you say?
Some moves came out of my mouth that I would have been like, oh fuck. All right.
Go ahead, Mikey.
Wait, did you? So you said over for Mixon?
Oh yeah,
62.5.
for Mixon,
Yeah,
sprinkle
I
some
thought so.
shit on that. It's gonna be stupid how he gets it too, though. Like stupid. Like they're gonna hold him all game, and then they're gonna play soft defense, and he's gonna get, like I said, 9-yard run, a 10-yard run, something dumb down the line, and he'll hit the overs. So bank it.
I also have the overs on that.
All right. What is that going to be at the end of the game? Running out the clock, Mike.
No,
what is
no,
it for
no.
you?
I think he's going to be involved.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think it's
All
going
right,
to be.
I'm just
I think it's going to
curious.
be pretty high scoring, 34-31. I had it, so that's where I'm
Yeah.
at with that.
Yeah, I got the Rams shutting down the run game. All right, Mixon over under 15.5 receiving yards. I want to say over. I think he's going to be heavily involved in the passing game, and I hope the Bengals throw a lot of screens. That would do them really well here.
I will also say, no, I'm going to say under. I'm going under on this one. I think that Samaje Perine might be the one catching the passes out of the back.
It's such a low number. Why?
It feels low, right?
You're catching
Like-
on.
It just feels like, okay, what, 13.5? What is it?
15.5.
15.5. Like, it's like one catch, dude. Like, you might as well take the overs. Like, if I'm betting the unders, I feel like I'm more stressed throughout the game than if I had the overs. So for me, like, I'm taking the overs. Like, I don't want to stress. I don't want to stress.
We should have consulted Tom because he's the
I
props.
just don't want to stress. I don't need to stress.
Tom Dodd
don't-
is the fucking props king. That dude hit like 30 prop bets last year.
Hey,
Well,
we'll
we'll have
speak
to
up,
link up.
Tom. We're waiting. We're
Well-
waiting, Tom. All right, Mixon, over under 2.5 receptions. I'm saying over. I feel like this is easy. A lot of dump-off passes in the face of pressure, and I already expect the screen game to be up in this one. So over 2.5 receptions for Mixon for me. Guys.
I'm also saying over.
Nick.
Under. He's going to have 2 catches for 17 yards.
Absolute fuckery.
Yeah.
It could happen, too.
Yeah, because, like, Samaje P. Ryan's going to be the guy in the pass-catching role.
Yeah.
So, like, you wow.
Go ahead.
You wow, bro. Yellow. Whatever the fuck he said. Man, let's move on.
Cam Akers. Moving on to the Rams, all right? Cam Akers, over under 62.5 rush yards. I'm going under here as well. I don't think anybody's running the ball well in this game.
I'm going to say under on that also.
All right.
Cam Akers, 62.5 rushing yards. I'm going under. They have Sony Michel.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
If
It's
Henderson
splits.
plays, he could
split.
get a couple carries. I doubt he does, but he could. I'm going under for me.
If he plays, he's going to get action. I think they had him first string in practice. Although Cam Akers is resting his shoulder, so who knows? All right, just fair to point out though, Cam Akers over under 26.5 receiving yards. I'm gonna say over. I think he's gonna be involved as well. See my theme here? Yeah. Quarterbacks passing. All right, running backs getting involved in the pass game. That's what I'm seeing. Cam Akers over. Guys?
I'm going to say under on that.
Okay. Got you. Nick?
That's a high number. I'm going under.
It is pretty high.
I'm going under.
It is a big number. I'll agree with you there. We got Akers, 3.5 receptions. I'm going to say over, but this is going to be close, this one, okay? Over for me. He'll probably have 4.
I'm going to say under, and I have him at 3.
Painful.
I'm going to say under, and I have him at 1.
Damn. All right.
What?
So, let's see. Now we're moving on to the wide receivers, okay? Bengals receivers. You got Jamar Chase. Over under 78.5 receiving yards. I'll start again. I'm going to say under because Jalen Ramsey exists. I don't think that means he's going to have a bad game, though. I'm just saying under for the yardage total.
I agree.
Who do you think is better, Mike Evans or Jamar Chase?
That's tough.
I would probably go right now. I'll probably lean Chase. I think he could do more.
You got Chase.
I'll
over
say
Mike
push.
Evans?
I
think Chase
I'll
could
say
do more than
push
Mike
out of
Evans right now.
respect. They're two very different players.
I'm taking Mike Evans. Anyway, Mike Evans cooked Ramsey in the NFC Championship game. He had a nice game against Ramsey. But Ramsey is still, I think, the best corner in the game. And I think he's going to shut down Jamar Chase. I think he's going under. I think it's an unders game. I think this is more of a Tyler Boyd kind of game for me.
You heard the word shut down, Nick said. Jamar Chase, over under 5.5 receptions. I'll leave this one to you guys first.
I'm going to say under. Right, that five mark feels accurate to me.
I'm in agreement, Mike. I literally have him at 5.
Yeah, I would say 4 or 5.
I got under.
Under for all 3 of us. All right, T. Higgins, 67.5 receiving yards, over under. And I am going to say, this is going to be close. I'm going to say just under. It's going to be close.
He over for me. I think he is going to be the one that has a big game.
I can see it.
I got over for Mr. T. Higgins.
All right, T. Higgins, 5.5 receptions. I'm going to say over. I think he's going to be a chain mover. So I expect him to be involved when they need a guy at the chains. Plain and simple.
Who we got?
Are you asking me for the receptions?
5.5
I have
over
'em-
under
I have 'em
receptions
over.
for T. Higgins.
My bad. I have him over.
I got him over too.
All
think
right,
he's- I
so
think
we
he's gonna have a
all
nice game.
have T. Higgins over.
He's gonna have a good game. He has to.
It would make a major difference if he did. Tyler Boyd.
Over.
All right, going to wide receiver threes. Over under 41.5 receiving yards. Damn. So Nick says over,
Immediate.
right?
Immediate.
Immediate. He said over. He's got a matchup.
I also have over.
Guys, I'm gonna say, literally, oh man, it kills me to say because I actually like him in this game. I'm gonna say just under. Just under. It's gonna be close, okay? Boyd over under 4.5 receptions. I'm saying over. Another guy, chain mover, red zone, look out. He's always reliable there. I think he'll probably have like 6 or 7 catches. Anybody? Bueller?
Who?
4.5.
Over.
Boyd, 4.5.
Over.
Over. 5 catches.
Over for all 3 of us.
Just getting there. 5 catches.
Just getting there.
5 catches
Rams
for
side.
65 yards.
I like the line. I like it. All right. Cooper Kupp. My little Cooper Kupp, as Matthew Berry would say. Cooper Kupp over under 106.5 receiving yards. I'm saying over because he's fucking Cooper Kupp. He always does it. Period.
Yeah, over.
Go ahead.
Over.
I got under.
Sorry to hear that.
Wow. Pause. Is he breaking 100 at least?
Yeah, he's gonna be right around that 100 mark.
All right, so that's still a noteworthy game. Cooper Kupp, over under 8.5 receptions. I'm saying over because he's fucking Cooper Kupp. Plain and simple. Again.
I also have him over.
Over.
Over for all 3 of us.
How many yards do you
Again.
think he's going to have with 8 catches?
About 100.
Oh, you think he's going to be just a little shy?
Yeah. Not by much.
It's going to be like one of those
I
bets
think-
where you look at Vegas a little side eye a little bit.
I look at Vegas side eye every week.
I hear you.
I mean, you got people getting fucking safeties.
I hear you. No,
and covering by half
look,
a
bro.
point.
Look, you don't got to explain it to me. I understand.
This is where it gets interesting, guys. OBJ, over under 63.5 receiving yards.
Over. OBJ's gonna have a good game.
Over for Pauls.
Yeah. If fuck. Over. Over. I'll
Over
take
for
the
Nick. I'm going to say just under. Like, he's probably going to be at 62. Literally just under. It's going to be painful. All right? OBJ, over under 5.5 receptions. I'm going to say over.
Over.
5.5.
Over for Mike.
I am going to go over. Yes.
Overs for all 3 of us. OBJ is going to be involved. We got Van Jefferson. He's got a matchup. Over under 29.5. I'm saying over.
I am also saying no. Damn it. I'm gonna say over. I think he's gonna have one of the, he's gonna have one of them, long ass touchdowns.
It feels like it, right?
Damn.
Yeah, just one of them.
Like it has that weird feel
Wide
where
open.
you're like, how? How is
Game
he that
changer.
wide open? You know what I mean? But I'm going under. I'm going
Under for Nick.
Shit.
We got Van Jefferson over under 2.5 receptions. I say over. He'll at least have 3 catches.
Okay. I got under for the catches.
Under for Nick.
I have. Give me under.
Under for Pauls.
One big play. That's it.
Hey, that's just enough,
That's all
right?
it takes. Yeah.
Just enough. Guys, we're doing kickers because this is trendy right now. Kickers, Matt Gay. Over under 1.5 field goals made. I got under. I have him at 1.
I have over.
I have under.
Over for Pauls.
I have under. I have the Rams scoring 4 touchdowns, no field goals.
Yeah, I got him at 3 TDs. So, 2 of us have unders there. Matt Gay, over under 7.5 kicking points. I have the under.
So do I.
Under.
Nick.
Under.
Under for Nick. Hold on. All right, Evan McPherson, the coolest kicker around right now, bringing love back to the position. Over under 1.5 field goals made. This is the easiest over on the slate. He's going to have 4. Easiest over.
Overs.
Unders. No doubt.
Damn.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Man, I feel so bad for you next week.
Why? I mean, I have him getting 17 points. Where do you see 2 field goals and 17 points?
I feel so bad, man.
I don't feel bad for myself.
So then we got over under 7.5 kicking points. I got the over clearly. Nick, you got the under, correct?
Yeah.
Pauls?
I have the over.
He's got the over. So look at that. We're literally like 30-something props in, guys. Tell me you're going to get this somewhere else. You won't, okay? You will not. All right, we're going on to the fun ones here. All right, coin toss. Heads or tails? I got tails. It never fails.
I'm taking heads, and the Bengals are going to win the toss, and they will receive it.
Damn, all right.
I
you already covered my next 2 questions, Pauls.
I wanted to start rocking. I got good energy.
I got you.
All right,
I'm just trying to keep up here with the computer.
So that's how we're rocking. All right, I got the Rams. I got heads, Rams getting the ball, receiving. Telling you, they're gonna start
off hot. Did you guys know?
Cooking.
Both of these teams
sizzling.
Literally. Wait, did you say, Nick? Did you say heads or tails? Sorry.
I said heads.
Heads for Nick, Rams, and receiving. I have the Rams winning and deferring. Both of these teams, literally, it's almost a near 100%. They're like mortal locks so far in the playoffs. They both defer all the time. So I have the Rams winning the toss, and I have them deferring. Okay? First team to score. I'll lead us off there. I got the Bengals scoring on the opening drive, and it's going to be a field goal from Evan McPherson. So I just answered 2 of them for you right there. First team to score, and what type of score?
Give me the Bengals with the touchdown.
Bengals tutty for Pauls.
Give me the Rams and
noise.
give me a 2-yard rushing touchdown from Cam Akers.
Nick, you said it. You got it.
That's how I feel.
Rams, and they got the opening TD. So Nick, you actually just answered the next question. The first TD scorer, Nick has Cam Akers. Okay. I am going to have Cooper Kupp.
I have Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase for Pauls. And for the record, guys, I think that Chase and Kupp are both going to score in the first half. I'm just putting that out there. Okay. Jersey number of the TD scorer. So it's over under 23.5. Mike has the under because Chase is number 1. I have the under because Kupp's number 10. And Cam Akers, that's going to be... That's an over, isn't it? He's 24, right?
Akers is 20. I don't even know what number he is. 26 or 23 or something like that?
Or 23. Might be 23.
23.
He's under, I think. Yeah, 23. So all 3 of us have the under of the jersey number. See this? Fucking comprehensive shit, all right? Who scores all the Bengals TDs? So, guys, note your final scores. Pick this out. I have the Bengals only scoring 2 TDs in this game. I got Chase, and I'm going to have... Oh, this is a killer for me. I'm going to have to say Tyler Boyd. Okay, I have Chase and Boyd scoring the only Bengals TDs in this game. Who do you guys have?
I got a bunch of these motherfuckers doing it. I'm not gonna go down. I don't really have a list. Chase will maybe have 2. I'll say Higgins will have 1, and I'll go with Burrow on a sneak.
So you have the Bengals scoring 4 TDs, right?
Yeah.
Chase 2, Burrow, Higgins. That's 4 tutties. Nick, what about you?
I got Higgins scoring a touchdown. I think he's gonna have a solid game. I see him kind of getting 100 yards, a touchdown. And I think Joe Mixon's going to score the first Bengals touchdown. So, yeah, Mixon and Higgins.
All right, Rams tutties. I got Cup. I got Akers, and I'm gonna have OBJ. 3 tutties.
Give me Cup, OBJ, Van Jefferson, and I will say Matt Stafford also. I think both teams are going to have a quarterback sneak for a touchdown. Matt Stafford did one 2 weeks ago too.
Got it. Nick.
I got Cooper Kupp, Cam Akers, Cooper Kupp. Wait, to score touchdowns in general?
Yeah, Rams TDs in this game. Didn't you
Oh,
say
so
you had a surprise?
Yeah, I got Cam Akers. I got who else do I have? Cooper Kupp, and I had OBJ, and I had a Von Miller touchdown.
Wow, defensive.
Yeah, Von Miller.
OBJ. So you have 4 Rams TDs, Miller. Okay, the rest of this list is kind of like yes or no questions, okay? So that we're going to run through this shit. All right? We got non-QB TD passes. I'm saying no.
No.
Nick?
No.
Okay. O-line touchdowns.
No.
We all have no.
No.
Correct. All right. Who will be leading at the half? I already said this earlier on. I think the Rams are going to be leading.
I'm going to say tie.
I don't think the Bengals are going to be leading.
Tie.
I don't think the Bengals are going to be leading at all in this game. So I'm taking Rams.
All right. Over under 23.5 first half points. I'm saying under.
Over.
Over under 23.5 points first half.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going under.
And Mike, you said over, correct?
Yeah.
Got you. All right. Over under 24 second half points. I got the over.
Same.
I got the over second half.
All right. Most turnovers committed. Who's got it?
The Rams.
I got the Bengals.
I got Rams as well. I think it's going to be a fumble if it happens at all. I have, okay, Bengals total sacks over under a half. Or 1.5, excuse me.
Give me under.
Give me the over.
I'll take the over.
Rams total sacks over under 3.5. Nick's going to say over for sure.
Over.
I got the over as well.
Absolutely.
I'm holding under at they will have 3.
Oh, gut wrenching. All right, guys, only a few more. Special teams or defensive touchdown in the game. I am saying no. Nick, you are a yes, correct? You just said Von Miller.
Yeah.
Mike.
No.
All right. A safety scored in the game. No for me.
No.
A safety in the game? No. I don't see that.
Missed field goal, extra point in the game.
No.
No.
I got no as well.
Nah, they're in a dome.
All right. Successful onside kick in the game. I got a no.
No.
I gotta know.
All right. Game going to overtime. No for me.
Nope.
Nope.
Will the game be won on a walk-off score? I'm saying yes. Evan McPherson walk-off field goal because it's only fitting.
No.
No.
And then we got the color of the Gatorade on the winning head coach. You have these options. You have clear or water. You have orange, yellow, green, blue, none, red, pink, purple. I am
Water.
saying orange.
I'm saying water.
I'm going blue.
Last but
Who
not
the fuck
least,
don't
guys.
like blue Gatorade?
I just had it. It's the
Let's
best.
talk about it.
It's the best.
Blue won 2 of the last 3
For real. That
in
shit
the Super Bowl.
slaps.
There you go, Nick. Blue in 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls. Last but not least, Eminem. Will he wear a hat or a hoodie during the halftime show? I'm saying fuck yeah, of course he is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he is. They should have had a prop like, is he going to have a KN95 mask on or a cloth mask? Or will he be double masked?
Damn, that was a fucking long ass list, guys. Go make yourself some money. All right, we're gonna post this on social media. You won't find this anywhere. I don't know anyone else that's doing this long of a list. All right, we went through a lot of shit here. Last but not least, and we're gonna make this very quick. We're gonna announce our DFS lineups, and we're gonna end the show because this is a long ass show. This is probably the last really long show for a long time. I can promise you that. But we wanted to make sure that you're going to make money during the Super Bowl. Everyone bets this game. We're giving you all the opportunities to make money. All right? Phil, do your thing.
I already did. Go ahead.
Fuck, why can't I hear it today?
This one's
Probably
a low
because
one.
I'm talking.
Man, this music is making me fucking sad. Man, this is the last time we're talking about a football game
That's
until
the point.
next year. Like this music is depressing, man. We don't need that shit, bro. We need high energy. We want to talk some shit. You know what I mean? Fuck, we talking
Go
about.
for it. You know
yeah,
what?
Get a little freaky in this motherfucker. Let's rock.
Guys, we're gonna make this quick, okay? It's a showdown captain contest, which means $50,000 salary cap, no cap.
Okay.
You must have 1 player from each team, minimum. Captain score is equal to 1.5 times the points, and it's PPR scoring, all right? I'm going to ask each of you to run through your lineup and tell me your captain as well, and you can give a little brief explanation if you want. Let's try and keep it short because we had a long-ass show. It was for the money, though. These guys, I want you all to make money. Make sure you check this out on social media. We didn't do this for nothing. We did this for you guys.
All right, I'll start it off. My captain is T.
Go ahead,
Higgins. My captain is T. Higgins. My first flex is Cooper Kupp. My second flex is Joe Burrow. My third flex is Odell Beckham. And then I rolled with 2 kickers, McPherson and Matt Gay.
Bruh.
I love double kicker. I love it.
Bruh. We have the same captain, dude.
I know, you bite off my shit.
I actually submitted mine before you did, so pause over there.
I didn't even have the fucking the invite.
Yeah, watch your dude. All right. Let's not get fresh over there. Anyway, my captain is T. Higgins. Like we said earlier, I think he's gonna have a good game. I think he's gonna have the best game out of the Bengals wide receiver, plus salary cap purposes for 11.4K. For me, it was a no-brainer to put him in the captain slot. I'm gonna go with the Rams defense for the million reasons I said earlier. They're going to have a touchdown defensive side of the ball, 3,400. It's good value. I got OBJ, Matt Gay, Cooper Kupp, and Matthew Stafford.
I love it, Nick. Phil, do you want me to announce yours or you got it?
Nah, you can do it.
Up to you. All right. Philly Phil getting involved, all right? He's got Cooper Kupp as his captain. He's had success doing that. I remember this, okay?
I did.
He's got Tyler Boyd, our sleeper. He's got Jamar Chase. No explanation needed. He currently has Tyler Higbee. We'll see if he plays. We don't know yet. You'll be allowed to change that if he sits out. Phil also has T. Higgins. So there you go. 3 of us have T. Higgins right off the bat. I see Evan McPherson in Phil's lineup. All right? So there's Phil's lineup. Philly Phil. You guys are going to be floored when you hear mine, okay? I think that I'm going to have to announce my captain last because I have to explain this, all right?
Oh, Christ.
You're going to love the logic here. You're going to love the logic, I swear. I have not done this before. It's the first time, okay? I have Cam Akers in one of the slots. I have Joe Mixon in the other. So I have the 2 guys that are probably going to touch the ball the most in the game, right? I have Tyler Boyd. We just said, sleeper. Good matchup. Cooper Kupp. No explanation needed. You got the best player on the board right there. I'll pay up for him. I got Matthew Stafford. I think he's going to have good production in this game. He's going to have 3 touchdowns, okay? Usual, regular shit for Matthew Stafford. 3 touchdowns and chunk yardage. That's just his game. My captain, Evan McPherson, is my captain.
Love that.
Evan McPherson. The kicker, okay? Here is the reasoning. Because I selected him. Did you just hear my lineup? I had basically all of the top salary players that you can get, and I had one value pick in Tyler Boyd. Because I selected Evan McPherson as my captain. You probably won't see this anywhere, but here is the reason. Okay? It's very simple. This guy has had 4 field goals in each of the last 3 games. I already told you he's going to have 4 in this one. Multiple field goals in 7 straight games. 7 straight games. So that's double-digit points in fantasy. You're getting 1.5 times that if you captain this guy. So if this guy gets 15 like last game, well, look the fuck out. How am I going to lose? I'm going to have mid-20s, and I'm going to have all these upper-tier players beside him. There is the logic.
All right.
I just spent more than a minute talking about a fucking kicker.
I love it.
Because he deserves it.
But
He
if
earned it.
But if he only kicks 1 field goal,
Then I'm shot.
then you're fucked.
Oh, actually, I'm not. I'm not shot. You want to know why, Nick? Because you just saw the rest of my lineup. I feel like it's low risk. That's why. And he's going to hit multiple field goals because that's what he does every game.
Yeah.
So, there you have it. And this right here is for the DFS crown. So, the only person who could tie me is Nick. It's either Nick and I share in the DFS crown, or it's going to be me, myself. We already know Pauls is our pick champion. Congrats, Pauls.
Appreciate it.
Guys, that is our show. It's a long one. Again, Pauls. Okay? Again, though, it's for you guys. It's the last football show for a while. Everything else, from now on, is going to be everything. All sports. Okay? We gave you a little taste of basketball. 76ers. Okay? You know what, Phil? Fucking play that song. Play the Sixers song right now while I do my final statements here for everybody. Okay? Turn that shit up. Come on. The Sixers
God.
got James Harden.
I'm so happy we're listening to this song again because I would have been really depressed if we weren't.
Come on, man.
It
What are you doing?
fucking happened.
Where the vibes at?
I'm chilling. He's still got to play. Oh, by the way, Ben Simmons now, all of a sudden, his mental health is okay. He's joining the Nets tomorrow on their trip to Miami. He's such a
Who
pile
the
of
fuck
shit.
cares? Not
My
our
man,
problem
Bruce.
anymore. We have James Harden. The Sixers have James Harden. MVP James Harden. Okay? That's it for our show tonight, guys. All right. I'm going to do my stuff here, and I'm going to pass it off to Nick Theories. Guys, thank you again for everything. Thank you for a fucking phenomenal football season. Give a round of applause to the audience, Phil.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do that.
It was a fun year, man.
Amazing.
Definitely a fun
amazing
year.
participation from everybody. Thank you for making this so much fun. It was our first run here with specifically just football. I think we killed it. Little tap on the back, guys. You guys did great. Okay. This episode of P&I tonight. This is our 57th, right? 57th episode. Am I correct there? 57.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
50 fucking 7 episodes. This episode was brought to you by Prize Picks, your home for daily fantasy sports. New users who sign up today using our promo code ICONIC, like our picks, okay? ICONIC. They will receive 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Promo code ICONIC. You heard me, ICONIC. All right? Prize Picks. Daily fantasy made easy. Also, we were live tonight on the Props Network, propshq.com. Subscribe to us there. Stay in tune with everything we're doing. All right. We will have our next show posted up there. You will find out, okay? Other than that, guys, I mean, yeah, next show, we're going to be recapping the Super Bowl. That's going to actually technically be our final football show. We're going to recap the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about the storylines, and then we're getting into all sports, okay? That's our next show. Stay tuned, okay? We will let you know when that's going to be. Nick Theories, take it from here. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate all the love, support, and the comments. You've been awesome all season long. It has been amazing, to say the least. We couldn't have nearly as much fun without you. Thank you guys for participating. We are going to be back with more heat coming next week, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys again. We are please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on YouTube. We are also available on propshq.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Stitcher, Megaphone, and all that other shit. Also follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and we will see you guys next week at P&I, motherfucker.